The PGA Tour has witnessed the mysterious vanishings of 8 prominent stars, each disappearing from the competitive scene as abruptly as they had once risen to fame. These golfers, who had been at the pinnacle of their careers, inexplicably faded away, leaving fans and analysts puzzled over their sudden declines. What could possibly cause these skilled athletes to vanish from the leaderboard? Consider the myriad factors that might influence such a dramatic change. Start exploring the possible answers here on Sports Frenzy TV. Hey golf fans! Welcome to the unpredictable world of the PGA Tour. Today we spotlight the rise and fall of some of the PGA Tour's most surprising career declines. Stay with us as we reveal the stories of once promising stars whose careers veered off course. The PGA Tour is a land of dreams, drama, and at times, disappointment. Here, victories are celebrated, but the fall can be rapid and severe. We're about to delve into the stories of golfers who soared to great heights only to fall from grace, leaving fans and commentators stunned. 9. Ian Baker-Finch, a rapid descent. Rewind to 1991. Ian Baker-Finch was synonymous with consistency on the golf course. After finishing 16th on the PGA Tour money list in 1990 and winning the Colonial event in 1989, he was climbing the ranks. His crowning achievement came with spectacular final rounds of 64 and 66 to win the British Open. However, his ascent was as swift as his fall. Post-1993, he couldn't find the same success internationally, and the 1994 season marked the beginning of a sharp decline. Physical issues, injuries, and a catastrophic attempt to change his swing troubled him. His most heart-wrenching moment came with a misdirected drive at the British Open at St. Andrews, which sent the ball out of bounds. By 1997, Baker-Finch had retired, only to return briefly for a tearful exit from the British Open after a disheartening first-round score of 92. Despite his tournament struggles, he maintained his golfing prowess in less pressured settings and later transitioned into broadcasting. 8. Mike Weir, from Masters champion to decline. It's difficult to match the image of Mike Weir, once the world's number 3 golfer and the 2003 Masters champion, with his later career. Beyond the Masters, Weir achieved several PGA Tour victories, establishing himself as a formidable player. However, post-2009, his presence on the leaderboard waned. The Canadian golfer, once celebrated as one of the country's top performers, couldn't replicate his early 2000 success, leaving fans and critics wondering about his drastic loss of form. 7. Anthony Kim, a promising career cut short. Anthony Kim entered the scene as the energetic, charismatic hero of the 2008 Ryder Cup. However, the early 2000s saw a halt to his ascending career, with injuries sidelining him from the game. The most fascinating part of Kim's story involves a lucrative insurance policy. Rumors suggest he chose to step away from golf due to the prospect of a tax-free payout estimated at between $10 to $20 million for ending his career due to injury. Although he's been absent from the tour since 2012, his name still resonates in the golf world, leaving many to ponder what might have been if not for his injuries and circumstances. 6. John McDermott, Triumph and Tragedy. Let's journey back to the early 1900s. John McDermott burst onto the golf scene, becoming the first American-born player to win the US Open at just 18. He narrowly missed victory in 1910 but triumphed in 1911 and 1912. Despite his success, McDermott faced challenges beyond the greens. Known for his fiery temperament, he often clashed with his peers and lamented his losses to top British golfers. Tragically, at the age of 23, his career was abruptly cut short after a victory in 1913. He struggled with mental health issues exacerbated by personal and financial difficulties. McDermott's life serves as a poignant reminder of the mental toll of professional sports, especially in an era lacking the mental health support available today. 5. David Duval, from number 1 to struggles. Fast forward to the late 1990s. David Duval was a golfing sensation, ranking among the top 3 players globally and even securing the number 1 spot. His record was impressive, with 13 victories, including the prestigious 2001 British Open. However, in 2002, Duval's world turned upside down. Health issues, including back pain and vertigo, forced him to change his game. Despite efforts to recover, the following year saw a series of missed cuts and a decline in performance. Yet, Duval's story is also one of persistence and resilience. By 2009, he made a remarkable comeback with 2 runner-up finishes and clawed his way back into the top 125 on the money list in 2010. 4. Bill Rogers, Burnout and Aftermath. In 1981, Bill Rogers was at the zenith of his career, having won the British Open and several PGA Tour victories. However, the subsequent years saw a gradual decline. By 1984, Rogers' performance had plummeted, and by 1988, his career was in tatters. The root cause? Burnout. In a bid to capitalize on his success, Rogers played incessantly, chasing appearance fees and paychecks. 3. Yanni Cheng, The Pressure of Greatness. Yanni Cheng's career paints a picture of the immense pressures of achieving greatness. Known for her intensity and focus, Cheng faced significant challenges as she tried to maintain her top form amidst the rising competition. Her story reflects the harsh realities of professional golf, where even the greatest can falter under pressure. 2. Rolf Gauldal, Mysterious Decline of a Legend. Rolf Gauldal's career was nothing short of extraordinary, winning 2 US Opens and the 1939 Masters. He dominated the late 1930s with 16 PGA Tour victories and multiple second-place finishes. However, his decline remains a mystery, illustrating just how unpredictable a career in golf can be. 1. Camilo Villegas, Rise and Fall of a Fan Favorite. Camilo Villegas, once a fan favorite known for his dynamic style and unique Spider-Man putting stance, quickly became a regular contender in major championships, winning 2 tour events in a single season. However, in recent years, Villegas struggled to maintain his form, fading from the spotlight. His story highlights the ever-present challenge on the tour. As the competition intensifies and new talent emerges, maintaining former glory becomes an increasingly difficult feat. These stories from the PGA Tour vividly illustrate the highs and lows in the world of professional golf. Each golfer's journey is unique, marked by moments of triumph and adversity. What do you think are the biggest challenges that could derail a professional golfer's career? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysterious disappearances of PGA stars and want more intriguing golf content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep swinging and stay curious.